So I'm here today, at the conference looking at mental health and substance use because a lot of the people we work with have faced that, and we constantly hear people being turned down by both services because they face both services. So we worked with Dame Carol Black on the Dame Carol Black review, which really was saying that addiction services in particular have been decimated since 2010, and the need to put funding back into those services, but also the need for other services to work together with people that face addiction to help them, get out of addiction really. And what we find is that particularly a lot of people self-medicating because they face mental health issues, and the only way they can get by that is to self-medicate, but by doing that they get an addiction issue, or vice versa. They've got an addiction issue which may lead to homelessness, which then leads to mental health issues. So there's a real need for a joined up service to deal with both, and we hear from the people we work with that mental health and addiction are inextricably linked, and you are wasting money, energy and time and lives really in trying to deal with them separately. So we really advocate for a joined up service really, which is why we're here today, listening to people in the system and how they can try and sort of work better really. So what we'd really like to advocate is for addiction to be seen as a mental health issue, for it to be treated both at the same time. And there is, I think, the problem with services is because of the tendering and that they become very siloed and blinkered, that they deal with the issue that they're funded to deal with. Whereas if you can get that sort of cross-pollination of ideas and co-working, you could actually save money. For instance, somebody that's got mental health issues and addiction will come into the criminal justice system. If they get a sentence of 12 months or below, 12-month sentence, £48,500 to keep somebody locked up for a year. If you spend 7-8 grand on a residential rehab, including mental health support, and then some supported housing afterwards, the likelihood is that they're not going to come back into the criminal justice system. They're going to, maybe get employment, pay their taxes, and contribute to the system, and not be taken out. I heard a statistic that every time you turn up in A&E, it's 350 quid. A police call out is roughly 350 quid. The people that we work with, when they're in the middle of the madness, that can be £700 in one evening, being with a police call out and then taking them to A&E. And a lot of the time, because they're not getting the support in the A&E, they'll just walk out. That could happen again the next day. That could happen again the next day. So the cost to the taxpayer, to services and to the individual is massive. That's why we need to work in a joined up way and a collaborative way really to tackle the issue of mental health and addiction together.